Welcome to the ACT Coach training video. This video will provide you with an in-depth view of the ACT Coach product. You will have an opportunity to view important details and highlights of the Student Edition. We are very excited about this product and believe it will be a huge help in preparing students for taking their ACT test. The ACT Coach was created to help students study and prepare for taking their high school ACT test. Students are provided with instruction, review, practice, and chapter review tests, as well as 2 ACT modeled practice tests. There are 3 different books in the ACT Coach series: English Reading and Writing, Mathematics, and Science. The ACT Coach is organized by chapters and lessons. Each lesson explains a topic that's important for the study of the subject that the student is preparing for. Students are then able to check their understanding of the content in each chapter by taking an end-of-the-chapter review test. Finally, students are able to check their total understanding of the subject by taking an ACT practice test. Each ACT book has a table of contents that shows the student the different chapters as well as the lessons within each chapter. In this example, we see that there is an ACT College Readiness Standards correlation chart, 4 chapters with 35 lessons, a glossary, and 2 practice tests. The ACT College Readiness Standards correlation chart shows the student all the college readiness standards that they will be assessed on, as well as the lessons in which those standards are covered. This allows students to focus on areas of weakness that may have already been identified on previous ACT tests they have taken. Let's now look into a lesson for the English Reading and Writing ACT Coach. We see here the first chapter in this book is reading comprehension. This is broken down into 6 lessons that focus on the essential skills needed for reading comprehension questions on the ACT test. We also see that there is a chapter review at the end. We will see on the following slides that each lesson is made up of 4 parts: getting the idea, which gives student instruction for the particular skill; thinking through, which is an extension of the instruction; coached example, which is a review of the lesson; and lesson practice, which allows a student to practice what he or she has learned. The first part of the lesson is getting the idea. This is explicit instruction that will include vocabulary and strategies for developing that particular skill. The second part of the lesson is thinking it through, which is an extension of the instruction. It allows students to apply what he or she has just learned with a short piece of text, an open response or thinking question, and a hint from the first part of the lesson. The third part of the lesson is the coached example. This serves as a student review. The student is given a short passage followed by 2 multiple choice questions for the skill he or she is learning. The hint for each question serves as a review or reminder of what he or she should have learned in the instruction part of the lesson. The fourth and final part of the lesson is the lesson practice. The student is given a longer piece of text to read that will be followed by questions. Notice that the student is given a reading guide to help with their understanding of the passage. Following the reading passage are 4 multiple choice questions and 1 open response question. These questions will assess the student's learning from the first 3 parts of the lesson. The multiple choice questions mirror the format of the ACT test, and the open response questions give students practice preparing for the writing portion of the test. Each of the 3 ACT Coach books also has a glossary. This contains content-specific vocabulary that is essential for success on the ACT. Students are given a reference to lessons for each vocabulary term, so he or she can go back in the lesson and learn the term that he or she is having problems with within the context. The last component of the ACT Coach is the 2 authentic full-length practice tests. These practice tests mirror the ACT test that students will take. Students are encouraged to take 1 practice test to gauge where he or she is prior to their learning with the ACT Coach. Upon completion of the book, students can take the second practice test to see what they have learned, how they have improved, and what areas continue to be weaknesses. Students can then go back through the lessons that they need to review to help further remediate their weaknesses. We hope you have found this training video to be informative and helpful. We appreciate you taking the time to learn about ACT Coach and how it can effectively help students study and prepare for taking their ACT test. For more information about this product and to review each of the 3 books in this series, visit www.triumphlearning.com and enter ACT into the search bar. Once you click on the particular book you want to learn more about, simply click to view under Look Inside.